I bet this is not where you thought we would be by the title of this thumbnail. But without any further ado, if I'm going to start this video, then there needs to be, of course, an intro. Because people, we know this. We know that every video there needs to be an intro. So without further ado, welcome to another video and everything. I thought I would start this video. You probably already saw me. I had my breakfast this fine morning with my wonderful fall yogurt bowls. I have been enjoying my fall yogurt bowls with Chobani's new pumpkin spice yogurt. It actually wasn't bad than what I was expecting. I probably would give it like 6.5 out of 10, like maybe like a 7, somewhere around there. Like it actually wasn't too bad for like it being a fall inspired yogurt. And I've also been using their pumpkin spice fall creamer as well, which is actually way more spiced than what I was expecting. Because typically with Chobani's creamers, they're typically lighter in flavors, what I've experienced from like other brands in creamer. But so I've been really deep in my fall feels, mainly in my fall baking, which is kind of the theme of this video, with me making banana bread, which you will see me do. It's just I'm currently in workout gear. It's what I typically will work out in, because I need to do my workout first before we can get into the sole purpose of this video. But I figured I would come on here and just say hello and just actually like start this video and do the intro first. But that's what we're going to be doing. I'm also this month, I'm at this start of this month, meaning like I have my period currently, so we're in deep in our fall baking, fall sweets, the pumpkin pies, the apple pies, the sweet potato pies, the banana breads. Like, I'm here for that right now. I'm in that era right now. Like, that's pretty much all that I've been able to really like get into like fall feels for, because I live in Florida, so there's not much of a fall here, as like I've said before in previous videos. But like, people who live in Florida, like we don't really get much of a fall here, depending upon which area in Florida you live in. But I've mainly been in my Christmas feels, only because we've already made plans with some people, like with some family for Christmas. So there's that to just look forward to when the Christmas season starts. But then we also just, me and my sister both are doing Christmas projects. So we've already been like filling our Christmas agenda for when the season finally starts. So I'm already just been in my Christmas agenda making, plan making. But yes, but welcome to this video. We'll have really much fun together, and we'll be able to chat and talk and do what we normally do here. We're very much just chill and very much just like fall feels anyways. But the next time you see me, I will hopefully be in the kitchen after I get done with my workout. So bye-bye. And welcome. We have portaled into the kitchen. I know in YouTube seconds it was like literally like a second after you just saw me, but it's literally been like probably like 3 hours since you last saw me. I just got done with my workout, so we are nice and refreshed from the sweat and the working out. I just come out of the shower. It is now time to do what we all been waiting for, what the thumbnail has been waiting for, which is the banana bread. So let's get into that. Please excuse my next few clips in this video. My sister came down to go work out into our workout room, and so she was playing music in the workout room, and so you could hear the audio. So to not get copyrighted for this video, there will be voiceover London. Let's all give her a round of applause. Thank you. But in these next few clips, I will basically be explaining what the heck I'm doing in this video. So in these next few clips, I am putting in the like wet ingredients. So before I even started the recipe, I of course preheated the oven before starting and everything, which that goes on $3.75. I will leave all the recipe and everything like that in the description down below so you guys can follow along if you want to do this recipe. This recipe is very well loved with my family. Like, after I made the bread, like it didn't even last like 3 days. It lasts like 2 days. So, but I'm putting in the bananas now, and you do a apple cider like milk mixture. So you want to put like your milk and your apple cider in a separate bowl so that can cure, so it can basically kind of get into like a buttermilk mixture or concoction, so that way like your banana bread can be like nice and fluffy and everything. This is of course a vegan recipe, so of course if you were non-vegan you'd probably just get buttermilk, but this is kind of like a vegan substitute. If you use a vegan milk, then you would just put apple cider vinegar in your milk to make it that way. So, but now I am putting in the butter, and I'm going to be melting that as well. So I'll be doing that. This is the milk and apple cider mixture. You're going to want to let this sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. And preheat your oven to 375 Fahrenheit. I have no idea what the heck I'm doing here. Anyways, now that your butter is melted, you're going to want to pour that in. And this is basically where you're going to start incorporating all of your wet ingredients. So the recipe called for maple syrup. I only had agave on me. You know, you can pretty much use whatever the heck you want. It just has to be some sort of just like sugar liquid syrup. So I had agave. That will be a 1/4 cup. So you're going to add your maple syrup or like your sugar sweetener, your butter, and this is like around that time of when like the butter melted and stuff like that. Then you're going to want to add your vanilla extract. Then you're going to want to add the milk and apple cider mixture as well. So all of that is the wet ingredients. At this moment, I took the time to allow the bananas to finally mash all together in the stand mixer while I was still waiting for that milk to kind of cure and get a little bit more thicker. Now it's finally time to add this dang milk to the mixture. We're going to do dry ingredients. We're going to add 2 cups of flour, half a cup of brown sugar, a tablespoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a teaspoon of baking soda, and a pinch of salt. Now we're going to mix that together. Now you're going to want to transfer your batter to a greased baking dish. Now we're really going to make what makes this banana bread, which is the crumble that goes on top, which you're going to add a half a cup of flour, a cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and then half a teaspoon of salt. Now after this, you can kind of go like whatever you like with this. I add craisins and I add trail mix. I'm specifically using the Power Up brand trail mix, which is like a specific brand that I really like. Not sponsored, by the way, it's just I really like it. But you basically just add pecans or walnuts, any kind of just like nut, or I've added chocolate chips before to it, which is really good. Just something just kind of like add a different flavor or like whatever to kind of break up the sweetness from the crumble and everything. And so I just add whatever toppings I typically like, whatever is your preference. To this, you're going to add a 1/4 cup of melted butter, and then after that you're just going to mix all of that with the toppings, with everything, and add all of that and combine it all. While I was mixing, I noticed that it was still dry, so I figured I was going to try the Chobani creamer because I thought, why not? So I was going to add that
to kind of moisturize it a little bit. It's completely user error. You don't have to do this. I just did this. I figured I just had to like let that be said. That's all incorporated. It's going to look a little something like this. And then you're just going to want to crumble and pour that all over your banana bread. Now the moment we all been waiting for is going to look a little bit something like this, and you're going to cook it on a 375-degree oven for about an hour. This is the finished product of the banana bread. I really hope that you enjoyed this recipe. In the midst of doing this, I was making dinner, but I really hope you enjoyed this recipe as much as my family does, and I hope you really give it a try. Comment down below under this video if you do.